and I'm looking to see all the delivery created for this STO. Is it a table ECB, and to see if all this delivery was PGI.
I didn't get you. Sorry, Nicholas.
Table for the STO with delivery, many delivery for one STO, for example, 10 or 20. Is that the table ECB, EKBE, who gives me all the delivery related to this STO? And I'm asking this question because it's an S4HANA application. I'm looking for this table ECB, maybe, and to see if all those delivery related to this STO was PGI. It has good issue. You got it or not?
Still no. I'm sorry.
Okay. Is it no problem? I will text you by the. I will text you.
Nicholas, if I am correct, just I will reiterate the same to Sri. If there are a set of STOs, and in those STOs are relevant with, I mean, as it's an replenishment delivery, that might be relevant to EWM warehouse numbers, and as those will be distributed, and he want to see whether those deliveries got PGI'd or not. That's it. Am I correct,
Yeah.
Nicholas?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm looking for. You know, to see.
Why? Okay. What? Okay. No. Can you just reiterate again, please, Karthik?
Yeah, there are set of STOs like 1020. In those 1020, all are having replenishment delivery, in which they are being distributed to EWM. Okay, so he want to check in table level whether how many STOs are been PGI'd and non-PGI'd. That's it.
How many delivery was PGI or not? How many delivery attached to this STO? It has PGI or it doesn't have PGI. If it is not so clear, no problem. I will send you.
Okay, we'll see that later then. Yeah.
Can I send you an email or text message? Or
yeah.
not? Okay, thank you. Okay, we start the class. No problem.
Okay, so yesterday we were discussing about the master data one, right? So in that master data, we will be having the storage types like whatever we see it, okay? So the first thing is when we are trying to define the storage type, okay, so what exactly the storage type that we refer in the EWM system? Hello?
Yes, like high rack, VRAG, or low rack. Is that right? Storage type. This is what you mean?
Yeah. I mean, like basically, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So whatever we are trying to do here, actually, we would be having a multiple storage types depending upon the product attributes. Okay, like based on this, what we can say is we will be having depending on the product attributes, maybe it could be a low rack or high rack or a bulk or pallet storage type or whatever it could be. But when it comes to an EWM system, a storage type can be defined with 3 or 4 digit numbers, whatever you would like to have. However, this particular storage type, whatever it is, every storage type will be having a role. That's the most important thing here. Okay, when we compare with WM and EWM, we will be having a storage type role which will tell you what kind of the role we would like to give here. Like if you remember that, we are trying to create in the staging area, it's 9010, if you remember that. So each and every activity, whatever we are trying to perform here, will be given some kind of a role over here, unless and until if it is a final storage type, okay, it would be a blank. So even that was also a role, but the role would be a blank storage type for the final storage type where you are trying to put your bins there. Okay, hello,
Okay.
am I clear or not?
Yes,
Yes,
it's clear.
yes, yes.
Yeah, it's clear, Sriram.
The same way, when we are talking about the staging area, like what was the staging area we were have doing it, if you remember?
Staging area, it is F1, the zone F1.
9010.
We have seen it's 9010 basically, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
103. Oh, yeah, exactly. 001002. No.
No. That is 9010. If you remember that, the standard one, we have created one, right? 9010, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
provided this is one, right? So for this particular one, if you see that there would be something called as a role of D. Means what does that mean? This particular role of a D represents the staging area, which was the staging area group. Okay, so each and every storage type in an EWM system will be represented by one kind of a specific storage type group. I'm sorry, the role, whatever I'm trying to say here. Unless and until if it is a final storage type, only we can do that.
Okay. Mostly we will use a blank for our storage hierarchy. Is that right? Hierarchy and bulk and everything. Is that right or not?
I'm sorry.
For our storage area, high rack and low rack and bulk, we will always use standard storage type. Does mean a blank?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
We will always use a standard storage type of a blank one, actually. Okay, this was a standard storage. That is what we will do that. Okay. But unless and until if you're trying to create a work center or you're trying to create a, what do you say, that is a doors or a yard or whatever it is, then we will be differentiating that with another storage types with a role over here. So normally we will be having the standard roles of 12 entries from A to K. Okay, identification point, big point, staging area, work centers and all. Okay, you're getting my point? Hello?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sorry, was that a question to me?
No, we got
Nothing.
that one. Nothing.
Okay, fine. So that is what. But however, when we talk about any of the standard storage type, here if you see this, there are multiple, what is it that, parameters, what we can see here, right? It's not only a single parameter what we are trying to have it here. You see, there are multiple parameters like storage type, role, level of available quantity, HO requirement, maximum. So each and everything has its own significance. Okay, so probably we'll take some time only for because in one class I'll try to explain you what are the significances of this particular things and all, because as of now I'll create one storage type and I'll try to show you what is the significance of F1 and F2. Okay, that was the one which I'll try to finish off today, and then I'll come back to these parameters to explain you during our strategies and all. Okay, so now what I'll try to do is I'll try to create one storage type with the role of an high. Okay, so the very first thing is we have defined the storage type here. Now the same way we have something called as a storage section. Okay, what is this section refers to here? Any idea, guys? Hello?
Yeah, fast access and slow access is something like this. Is that right?
I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah, fast access maybe, and slow access. This is the section maybe. Is that right or not? But the most important for us is the storage type. It's more important the storage section for us.
Back again, come back again.
Yeah, I said a storage section. It is like fast access or slow access, something like this. Is that right or not?
I didn't get you. Your voice is breaking up to me.
I mean, Sriram, what Nicholas is saying, storage section is like fast moving or slow moving.
Yes, that's what. Yeah, within the storage type, we will be differentiating. Okay, but that particular storage type, whatever we are trying to have here, we will be telling to the system, or in our business, we'll be having like simple example. If you go to your supermarket, what happens? Any of your supermarkets here or anywhere, what happens? You'll be seeing some sections, right? Physically or normally, the fast moving sections, whatever we are trying to have there, okay, it will be placed, which will be very handy to pick up for us, right? The fast moving sections, or the slow moving sections, maybe it would be placed somewhere on the top or somewhere on the bottom, because those are not fast moving actually, right? Hello?
Yes, that's what I need to say.
Yeah.
Fast
So
moving.
it is basically so we will segregate within the storage type again how the sections needs to be haved. But the one difference between the WM and EWM here is sections are not mandatory for us. Okay, but in WM perspective, sections are mandatory. So I'm not creating any sections wantedly. Okay, maybe in the going sessions I'll be creating other storage types and other things, but as of now I'm not creating any sections. Okay. Now we require the storage bins, but why do we? What is the purpose of having the storage bins, and what is the significance of it? What is the significance of it?
To place the product in the XYZ data in the warehouse. Does mean this is what we mean in the bin. Is that right? And to split the storage type by multiple times. This is what we do with the storage bin. Is that right? For example, if you search any product, you will search it by storage type, the bin, and to see in which bin this is. You can go pick up the material. For example, in bin 1, 2, for example, AL1 and so. For example, XYZ, the XYZ coordination. Is that right or not? This is what you mean in the bin.
That's what. Okay. Yeah, that is even. But however, the physical bin, like normally, storage bin is nothing but that is the one where you will be placing the bins. Okay. Okay, means to say that what happens here is. What I can say here is a place where you will be storing your products normally, and the physical identification. Normally, what I can say here, what is the main purpose of a warehouse management? The very first thing actually. Why do we go for a warehouse management, and what is the purpose of a warehouse management? Okay.
To divide the warehouse, divide the space or the plant by zone, and you can find your product in XYZ in bin. But if you don't have warehouse management, it is divided by.
Nicholas, your voice is fluctuating actually for me.
I'm sorry. My telephone has a technical issue.
Okay, no problem. So I'll just go ahead with the explanation here. Okay.
Yeah, somebody like explain. I'm sorry about it.
To keep or maintain the stock in the bin, individual identifiable.
So basically, to maintain the stock or maintain. But the main thing is, in order to have a specific location or to an exact location and to track the products where exactly they are. Okay, so for tracking it, where we are tracking it, basically we'll be tracking it this at the bin level. obviously, right? Because the product will be placed in a specific storage type, in a specific bin. Based on that, you will be tracking the products. That's what the main purpose of a warehouse management, whether it could be WM or Red Prairie or Manhattan or EWM, whatever it could be, right? The main purpose of any WMS solution is to track the products where exactly they are. So in order to track the products, we need to have a kind of an identification. So the identification could be what? That would be your bin number, basically, right? So that is what we are trying to do now. I'm trying to create the bins. Okay, so when I'm trying to create the bin structure, basically, that again depends upon what kind of a bin structure we would like to have. Okay, the same way, we would be requiring the bin access type. Okay, so what is the purpose of the bin access type in an EWM? Hello, normally what is the bin access type? General thing. Anyone?
No idea.
You can
Sorry,
access
what's the
by
full thing?
manually or by equipment.
It's sorry, go ahead. It was in the wrong place.
You can access by manual or by a
That's
resource,
what.
some
Yeah,
other
by the resource.
equipment.
Normally, it's a kind of, that's a classification for the resource, basically what I can say here, right? So where it can be accessible, as you said, it could be by a resource or it could be an equipment or whatever it is. It's a kind of a classification which we will be doing it over here, but this will be coming into the picture at the, what I mean to say that is, at the time of the resource structures and all. So now I'll be just creating the storage bin structure. So when we are trying to define a storage bin structure here, okay, oh, yeah, no, one second, guys. Now, if you see this, there was a template. Okay, what was this template here? You see the C and so whatever we have it, right? So this particular template, whatever we are having it, there is something called as a constant, al, stack, and level. So C stands for the constant. So this particular template, whatever we are trying to do here, okay, whatever we are trying to have, what is this here? So this particular template in WM perspective, we will be having it only as the 10 digits. I mean, like a template wherever we can create it with only with a template of 10. But however, we have it with an 18 template here. Means the same template, whatever we are trying to do here, we'll be having this with a 18 digits template one actually. Okay, now if you see this, what is this ASL? Okay, hello.
Alphanumeric. Is that right?
I'm sorry, what is that?
Alphanumeric, not number. It should be alphanumeric. No?
No. Alphanumeric in the sense, this is, yeah, kind of whatever you would like to do, you can put it there. So now normally what happens is the C stands for the constant and N stands for the numeric and A stands for the alphabetic. So obviously it's a kind of an alphanumeric only. So the start value and the end value. So probably I'm just taking it as an high, which is my storage type. Okay. Sorry, it's not coming up. Okay, so yeah. High. So high. Okay, if you see this 0101A, so what does that mean? So a particular storage type where I'm starting with an aisle where 0, 1 and it is ending to 10, and the stack of 0, 1 to 0, 1 and the level. So where I'm trying to end here. So probably I'll put it as somewhere to C. Okay, A to C. So now the increment. So every time the increment, whatever we are trying to do, it could be with 0, 1, 1, 1 we are trying to do. And if you want to increase it, you can increase it based on your own specifications. So these are the XYZ coordinates of a particular bin where we'll be tracking the distance and all. Now the storage type, whatever I'm trying to do here, what is the storage type I had? It's high. That's what I've created as of now. Okay, and the section. Okay, this is the section what we have, and the storage bin type. So I didn't create the bin type, I believe. I forgot. Let me use any of the standard one, guys, as of now. Let me see. Now we have created the bin structure for this. Now the mass generation of the bins, like we were trying to create a single bins. Like what are those single bins? It's like LS01 or whatever it is. Okay. But the same way, in order to generate the bins of this thing, LS10 here, okay. This is the bin which we are trying to create now actually, right? So when we try to create the bins, how many bins it's getting? 30 bins are getting created. So we know how this 30 bins are getting created as well because of the template what we have chosen. That's the reason, right? You're getting it right? Why? Or any questions here? Because we have chosen the template of what 1 to 10. So obviously 10 into 3 it's 30, right? A to C only we are trying to increase it. So it's basically a 30 bins which we are trying to create here. Okay, so the creation of the bins, whatever we are trying to have, you can create to 100 bins or n number of bins, whatever it is, based on your own structure of the bins. So as of now, I have created 130 bins here, guys. Fine then. So probably now what I'll be doing is I'll be trying to perform the same kind of a put away. Okay, but however, before we do that, there is an other things which I would like to explain in the storage type for this for our own understanding of this F1 to F2 conversion actually. Okay.
And Sriram, before you go ahead,
Mhm.
what is storage type bin?
I'm sorry.
Storage type bin. You have selected one existing storage type bin, right? What does it signify?
So whether it could, okay, storage bin type, whether it could be anything, okay, in WM or in EWM, whatever it is, okay, that will tell you what kind of a storage bins, because based on the storage bin type, we'll be choosing like what kind of products that needs to be placed actually, okay, whether it could be a pallets or whether it could be a what kind of an handling units and all. So basically that will tell you what kind of a products that needs to be placed in that particular storage type. Okay.
Type of storage things which need to be again. It will be again for initially described in storage type only, right?
Which one?
What type of storage things which need to be placed in a bin?
No, there's some background noise is cutting. I'm getting. I'm sorry. What is that?
Uh, One sec. Is it clear now?
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, yeah.
What is the difference between storage section and storage type and storage type bin?
Storage type is a physical location of your warehouse. I mean, like your for the products where you're trying to put this actually, right? Bin type is a different one again. See, basically, okay, you will be having a different storage types, whether it could be a high rack or whether it could be open or a bulk or whatever it is. That's a physical location in your warehouse actually. Okay. Now, when you go to a supermarket, normally what happens there? You'll be having, okay, 10 kilos or 15 kilos of rice bag will be placed somewhere in an open storage type. Like it can't be placed in a sections, right? It will be always in an open storage type. right?
True.
Yeah. Or if you go to the cold, like the chill products, like your milk or your dairy products or whatever, that would be always placed in and where? In an freezer sections or in a chill section. That's what I said. So that all depends upon your particular product attributes, basically. So that will, you'll decide based on the product attributes, you will decide where the product has to go, right? Now, when we are trying to define the bins again, what kind of a storage bins? Because all the products in a particular storage type will not be the same, right? It could be a different sizes also. Agree? So we will be trying to differentiate what bin types also there, means based on the product attributes and the size and the volume of it. Basically, we will be defining the bin types also there. Okay, that is what the bin types basically.
Okay.
Yeah. I was trying to explain something, but I forgot now. What is that? Oh shit. Oh yeah, I was trying to do this one, right? Yeah, the storage type here. Now you understand what is an availability group, I believe, right?
Yes, I understand that availability group as of now.
What is that availability group?
Availability group, it allows, what do I say? Availability groups is something like it defines type of products which you are assigning to a storage type.
Sorry, what is that? No. Come back. Yesterday we discussed about the availability group, right? What is availability group, guys?
See, it is one of the linkage between that. What do I say? It is linkage between warehouse storage type.
Not the storage type, basically. That's act as a barrier between your storage locations of your ERP system and as well as your stock types in your EWM system. That's what I said yesterday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it acts as a barrier. Now, in this particular storage type, in the high rack, whatever I'm trying to do here, there is one setting which I would like to explain you here. There is something called as an availability group of 002. So what does that particular 002 refers to, guys? Can anyone tell me? Hello?
Yeah, we have two availability group, 001 and 002. And the 001, it is, I don't know if it is related to the staging area, and 002, it is inside the warehouse. Can we say this one? You got it, Sri? Is that correct?
Yes. Basically,
002 refer to F2 stock type.
yes.
001
Exactly.
refer to F1.
F1,
And
right.
F2 link to a storage location. F1 refer to other storage location.
Exactly. So
F1,
what is happening?
F1 is related to the staging area.
Exactly.
When it is
so
in
F1 is
and 001, it is related to F1 together. And 002 and F2, it is already place it in the warehouse. It
Yes.
is somewhere in the
That's right. Yeah, you're right. Hold on. So now what is happening here? So in my storage type, if an high rack means basically high in the sense, what is this role we are trying to give here? It is a blank storage type. However, in this particular blank storage type, we are trying to have the products to be stored over here. So in the last case, we have suggested to have it in a 1111, but now we will move the products to a high rack. That's not a concern. So as soon as the stocks from the storage location of 1030, which is an availability group of 001, okay, of 001, I mean, like, which would be your F1 stock type in your EWM system. As soon we are trying to store it in a high rack storage type, the stock would be automatically getting converted to 002, which would be your F2 storage type. And basically what happens then, it goes back to ERP system and it updates your storage location to 1040. You're clear now, guys? That is what I'm trying to say here. Any questions to me here?
Can you repeat it once again, please?
What was the storage location that we have used in our inbound delivery?
9010.
That's a storage type. Storage location is 1030.
1030.
Yeah. So storage type is a staging area. That's a different thing again. Okay. Just don't try to get confused between these terminologies. Storage location is the one which we have given, because storage location is the one where we have given it in our inbound delivery as 1030. If you remember that, guys. Now, once my delivery has been distributed to the EWM system, what was the stock type I'm having at my EWM inbound delivery? That is an F1 stock type.
Okay.
Okay. So, however, when I'm trying to perform the put away, so what is happening then that point of time? Then that particular case, the situation is the stock is getting converted from F1 to F2. How that F1 to F2 is getting converted? Why? Because we have a setting in our storage tag telling that the availability group should be 002. Means once we have given this 002, what is it is happening here? Means posting change always should happen at the storage bin. Then what does that refers to? Okay, this particular posting change will be happening in a storage bin here. That's the first thing, the setting whatever we have done, and we have flagged it as a mandatory. So what does that refers to? Whatever the stock types that we are being getting or that are being received into this particular storage type, that will be getting converted into 002, which is an F2 stock type, because a 002 availability group is assigned to a stock type of an F2, and my F2 is been assigned to a storage location of a 1040 here in the backend. The configuration is clear now.
Yes, clear.
Everyone.
I understand 1030 and 1040 everything in ERP, and all other they are in the embedded warehouse. Is that right?
What is ERP and embedded again? I didn't get
No,
that.
that does mean it's 1030 and 1040 when you create your own inbound the delivery, and F1, F2 is related to the warehouse. 00102 is related to the warehouse. Is that right?
Okay. But how come it is relevant to our statement now? I was not clear. No. How it was relevant to the statement which I've said? I'm not clear on that part.
No. But I try to correlate between 1030, 1040 and F1, F2, 001, 002. 001 and
Yeah,
F1.
whether it could be a decentralized one or whether it could be an S4, the concept remains the same. There is no change in that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're talking about something of an S4 and an ERP. So I was not getting clarity on that. What is that then?
No. I try to tell you now, since we have the EWM, we have addition, in addition to our normal process, we have 001 and 002.
Yes. Okay.
This is what I need to tell you.
Because in WM, we don't have this kind of segregation of the stock, and we don't have this stock types, and we don't have this availability group. It is the concept where we are having only it in the EWM system. Why? Because as being EWM is treated as an external system in some of the cases, and most of the cases as well. So in order to have the track movements, or in order to have the inventory movements of your products in your warehouse, the business or the SAP, sorry, not the business, the SAP has suggested to go ahead with the two different storage locations, such that you will be having a track of your inventory movements from F1 to F2. So what happens when you go to your MMBA transaction there in ERP side? Then it comes to from 1030 to 1040, so that the stock would be available for us in order to place any of your outbounds or anything. You're getting that now?
Yes.
Okay, I hope it's clear to everyone. Karthik and Kishore or Ganapati or anyone, I'm not sure.
Yep.
I hope
Yeah,
It,
pretty clear.
it's
it's clear now,
clear.
right? So coming to yesterday's question, someone has asked me that we can also make use of a single storage location also. Yes, you can do that. So all the time it would be only 002 stock type only for you. There is no concept of 001 at all. Okay. If it is in a case of a single storage location, guys, what I'm trying to say here is that's it. Okay. For our understanding, what I'll do is now, okay, let me put two different scenarios then. No, not an issue. God. I'm just taking a reference of one here. Okay. So every time, if you would like to have the reference of your purchasing documents, you will be getting the reference. So what is your reference of your purchase order and what is the reference of your ERP and all these things we can see it down over here, the reference documents is. And from 1809, there is an option of even the same number of your inbound delivery can also be treated as your number of your EWM also. That option also has come, but someone has changed the settings now. I'll show you that where we can do. So we have the inbound delivery with 18, right? The same number we can also get it with in EWM also, I mean to say. But normally business will always prefer to have a new document in the EWM system instead of having the same ASN.
Here, external ID, is it mandatory to maintain an evaluation of inbound delivery?
It's not a mandatory, but normally that's an ASN. Usually what vendor sends us, based on the ASN only we will track it basically. It's
Yeah, this is the error. Yesterday also I got it actually. It was not, I mean, transfer the inbound delivery to the EW.
We have, man, this idea system, seriously, it's making me irritate like anything. Every time people will change something. I've told Naveen to give control of these settings, but still I don't know what is happening here. People keep on changing this. I don't understand. My goodness. EWM dummy logical system. Okay. That is my warehouse in this. $2046 I have. Okay, fine then. BP1 EWM 400. Who was using this? I don't know. Okay, EWM 9.5. There's nothing. I don't know who has created this. EXP. That's the reason I always tell to have only one thing. Yeah, people will always maintain multiple distribution models. Is someone's warehouse is EXP here? No one's, right?
No.
Okay. No. But how come EWM CLNT 400? Which client is this? We don't even have this client. Our client is only T41. Because we are sending it to EWM system, a simple logic. Because from ERP, we are trying to distribute this to EWM. Then how come people are creating this with EWM CLNT 400? They've changed to the logical destinations also, I guess now. Like, it will not work.
I mean, Sriram, is it mandatory to have a distribution model?
Obviously, right? Then how come the system will determine your deliveries and all? It is mandatory. That's what I said. These are the BAPIs which we are having in the backend, which will distribute your the deliveries from ERP to the EWM system.
Okay. I mean, we discussed that there is logical business system initially which we define and assign the combination, but
No,
we
because
didn't.
this, what is that? I'm sorry.
Initially, we discussed about business system and assignment of business system to our warehouse number and all other stuff.
We
But
even
we,
discussed this actually, I believe. I'm not sure whether you were there or not. I've even told this is a mandatory thing. There are two distribution, there will be two different models we'll be having, integration model and distribution model. Okay.
okay, fine. Probably I missed one class, so probably that
Yeah.
was the.
So this model is important actually. Without this, we can't distribute the deliveries also.
Got it.
Multiple areas, sales receives are maintained. I don't know where these guys have maintained multiple places. I have to check, guys. I don't know. That's the reason I always keep on telling that don't touch the basis settings. It's not even our part, and it's my mistake to tell that even to show that in the classes. I have to stop it now. I don't think it will work out now. Cha. Who has created to BP1 EWM 400? Where do we have BP1 EWM 400? Goodness. So they've completely changed all the basis settings now, I believe. I have to check one by one then. No, yeah. I have to check all the basis settings now. Guys, I don't think I can proceed further. Probably I'll try to rectify this if I have time today. If not, give me, maybe I'll have to cancel tomorrow's session then. I'll see and I'll rectify this other guys because I have to check each and every basis settings now. There'll be at least 20 to 25 steps which I have to see each and every place and I have to rectify this now. Okay, probably I can't proceed further now. If this issue is resolved, I'll let you know. Okay, tomorrow we'll be having it. If not, I'll let you know when we can have the session. Okay, I'll rectify.
Sriram, I think it's better to concentrate today. Actually, even yesterday I was struck up at this step. My inbound delivery was not transferred to the.
Yeah, but if the deliveries were
EWM.
not coming to the system, like how can I proceed further now? Even
No. Even what I'm telling is, no. If you rectify this error, it would be fine for me, for us to, practice it further. Actually, that is what I'm going to tell you.
Yeah. So.